Hello, I'm Mark Edwards, Media Public Information Officer for the Little Rock Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred on the 1400 block of Cleveland Street in Little Rock, Arkansas on May 8th, 2021, just after 4 a.m. You're about to see video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to this case so you can get a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The Little Rock Police Department conducts very thorough investigations regarding use of force, and it typically requires investigators to interview multiple witnesses through numerous hours of video footage and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. Now, it's still early in the investigation, and evidence is still being collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistently with our policies and the law until after all of the facts are known and the investigation is complete. Again, this could be graphic in nature. When a police officer has to use force to arrest a suspect or fend off an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. There could also be strong language, not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Young 60. Man, I believe we found the vehicle. It's going to be 412 X-Ray Lincoln Henry. He's in there. It's not reported in the system yet as stolen.
Yeah, it hasn't been ever great.
10-9.
Roll down the window for me.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
This man.
Roll the window all the way down for me. What's going on?
I've been trying to call my girlfriend.
Okay.
Copy.
I believe she's not
Still
here.
Ewok.
Okay.
I got my stuff inside, and I don't know where they are because she got the automatic key to be able to get in.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to reach her. She's not picking up, and I can't get in the house.
Gotcha. Is this your car?
This is our house. This is our house, and this is our car.
Is your name on it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mind pulling out the registration for me?
Have him roll down this window.
Yeah. Hey, can you roll down that passenger side window? You got real dark tint. Can you roll down that passenger side window?
What's the issue?
Can you roll down the passenger side window first?
Oh, ma'am.
I know you're nervous. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay?
I'm in the house.
I gotcha. Roll down this passenger side window for me.
Who called the cops on me?
Roll down the passenger side window for me.
Who called the cops on me?
Okay, we will get to that. Listen to what I'm saying, okay?
I haven't did anything.
I understand. Roll down that other window for me,
I
okay?
haven't did anything to even have to do anything.
All right, go ahead and step out of the car for me,
I haven't
okay?
did anything.
Step out of the car for me.
I have not did it. I have not did anything.
All right.
I have not did anything.
No, do not start. I have not. Send us units now. Send us units now.
car!
Shots fired. Let go! He's clear. Towards 12th Street. He's right ahead. Oh, officer.
He's going pistol.
Are you okay?
He's going north. He's now heading east on
12th Street.
12th Street.
Coleman, are you okay?
East on 12th.
They're going to 1421 South Cleveland out of on the main
We got on scene. He tried to flee. He almost ran over an officer. Shots were fired. He fled eastbound on 12th Street.
Yeah, he's going to be in a Toyota Camry. Plate is going to be 412 X-Ray Lincoln Henry.
right by DQ.
Drop the gun.
We'll send us MEMS.
You got me covered?
Yeah.
Get out of the car.
I got
Get him out of his car.
He's right here. Stop. Just take.
Give me some light.
Go turn that siren off.
It's in his leg. Give me a tourniquet on this. Ready?
I didn't use the block off. East and westbound in front of the beach. East and westbound.
Hey, I think my gun, my pistol's over there. Secure that. Hey man, look at me. You hit anywhere else? Are you hit anywhere else? Let's roll him over.
Mullen, did you fire?
Here's me. Him cuffed. He's injured.
Okay.
All right, hey,
I'm rolling back over.
come with me. You come.
Right,
Gotcha.
get here, correct?
Go. They got him.
Somebody tell her she's secure. Rolling back. Just pull around inside.
Any other show up, don't take the things off.
Where's the firearm?
It's in the grass somewhere over there.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to secure that firearm. Don't move it. Find it and stay on it.
Where's going with this, dude? Show me on scans, DQ. I need a supervisor.
Do we have any extra gloves for you guys?
No,
You got them turned up.
I don't know if it was Coleman's gun or his gun.
Take a step back.
It
Get
got-
you some gloves.
Yeah. Everybody step back.
Step back. Man, you hit anywhere else or just the leg?
I think it's just the leg. We did a back
35. Is anybody with an X-ray 6-1? She's 10-4. We have both channels held for this. We're getting different information on 2 different channels.
Ma'am, we just need main held. We're all out here by the DQ. We need MEMS to our location. The scene is secure.
We've got that.
Okay, well, don't get an attitude with me.
Move everything over to main channel. And this is an officer shooting.
Where's this supposed to be at?
Okay, I think it was just Coleman's. It got thrown over here. Check with Coleman, see if he's got it.
He crashed his car into a light pole. We've got him with a tourniquet on. He's been shot in the left leg.
Keep him on the side. What's your name, bud? What's your name?
Keep going on scene. We don't need to slow everybody down. 35. Does anybody have the first scene secured
I think there's only one scene.
I don't.
where the shooting occurred?
Okay, I think there's just one thing.
I think it's all right here.
What?
Negative. The shooting occurred.
Coleman.
Coleman.
Okay.
Where's Coleman?
I need officers there to
Another
secure
officer
that
pissed him
scene.
off.
Okay.
Where did it originally happen?
It happened at the address on Cleveland.
Okay.
Shots were fired in the car there. He drove here.
So we need people at the original address.
Correct.
Where's the original address at?
It's-
We need a couple officers to the original address.
Go have a seat. We're okay.
Secondary one.
Hey, man, can you at least tell me your name for the ambulance get here? Can you at least tell me your name for the ambulance get here?
Hey, this shooting happened at 1421 Cleveland, so I need you to just go to that address and tape it off. Young 6-2, myself and a few other Northwest students are headed over there right now. I think we're about half and half.
Okay. He's with Somebody.
A downtown officer pulled him to the side over there.
Okay. He's the one that shot?
Correct. That all happened at Cleveland.
You're going to direct them to approach from the west side of 12th Street to get to us. And we've got cars blocking off everything.
Copy.
What's your name, baby? Your first name? Michael? What's your last name, Mr. Michael? Michael Smith? What's your last name, Mr. Smith?
Is the car still on?
No.
You know from hospital, Mr. Michael.
Did anybody find the weapon?
I think it was Coleman's gun. I'm not sure. It got thrown right over here. I think it got grabbed when. It was black clock.
You're good. Come over to the way.
Hello, I'm the Little Rock Police Chief, Keith Humphrey. This critical incident occurred on May 8, 2021, but we received calls about it 2 days prior to the incident. Thursday, May 6, 2021, just before 12:30 p.m., the owner of the vehicle in question flagged down a community resource officer to file an unauthorized use of a vehicle report. The owner stated that her child's father, Michael Smith, took her 2014 Toyota Camry without permission. That same day, the vehicle owner called officers to the home on Cleveland Street because the suspect returned in the vehicle but left before officers arrived. On Friday, May 7th, LRPD was notified again that the suspect returned to the home in the car, but the vehicle owner, who saw Mr. Smith on her Ring camera, wasn't home, and the suspect once again left before officers arrived. It was during the overnight hours that next morning, May 8th, that officers were called to the home on Cleveland Street again after the car owner saw the suspect parked in the driveway. As you can see, the officers arrived simultaneously. Moments later, they were out of their vehicles and the audio from the body cameras was activated.
Man, I believe we found the vehicle. It's going to be 412 X-ray Lincoln, Henry.
The officers approached the vehicle with
It's not
caution
reported
from
in the
both
system
sides.
yet as stolen.
Notice the communication between the officer and the suspect
Roll
inside
down the
the
window
vehicle.
for me.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
What's going on? Roll the window all the way down for me.
Okay.
What's going on?
I've been trying to call my girlfriend.
Okay.
I believe she's not
Still
here.
you walk.
Okay.
I got my stuff inside, and I don't know where they are because she got the automatic key to be able to get in,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to reach her. She's not picking up, and I can't get in the house.
Gotcha. Is this your car?
This is our house. This
As you
is
can
our
see,
house.
despite using his flashlight, the officer on the passenger side of the vehicle cannot see into the car due to the dark tint.
Have him roll down this window.
Yeah. Hey, can you roll down that passenger side window? You got real dark tint. Can you roll down that passenger side window?
What's the issue?
Can you roll down the passenger side window?
Notice how the officer on the driver's side of the car tries to de-escalate the conversation.
Ma'am,
I know you're nervous. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay?
I'm in the house.
I gotcha. Roll down this passenger side window for me.
Who called the cops on me?
Roll down the passenger side window
I'm
for
saying,
me.
who called the cops on me?
Okay, we will get to that. Listen to what I'm saying, okay?
At this point, Mr. Smith
I
wasn't
understand.
following verbal commands.
Roll down that other window for me, okay?
To even have the car.
Notice how he
All right,
first
go ahead
tries
and
to
step
lock
out
the
out
door,
of the car for me,
I
okay?
haven't did anything, ma'am.
Step out of the car for me.
I have
then
not did-
starts
I
the
have
car,
not did anything.
then puts it in gear while proclaiming his innocence. And here's the rest of it from Officer Hunter's team.
Shots fired.
Let's look at the same sequence from the other officer's body cam. Notice the car starts before Officer Dillon can get to the driver's side to provide backup to his partner. He manages to get the driver's side, but while avoiding the front of the car, he gets his hand and weapon stuck in the door frame. During this encounter, you see Officer Dillon and Mr. Smith briefly struggle with the gun. After the weapon is discharged, Mr. Smith reaches for the firearm, pulling it from Officer Dillon's grip. Then after Officer Dillon was dragged about 15 to 20 feet, he was able to free his arm and hand from the door frame. Meanwhile, the firearm remained inside the car. The officers go back to their vehicle and radio in for backup.
Are you okay?
He's going north. He's now heading east on
12th Street.
12th Street.
Coleman, are you okay?
East on 12th.
They're going to 1421 South Cleveland out of
We got on scene. He tried to flee. He almost ran over an officer. Shots were fired. He fled eastbound on 12th Street.
They would catch up to Mr. Smith a short distance away after he crashed the vehicle.
Yeah, it's going to be in a Toyota Camry. Plate is going to be 412 X-ray Lincoln Henry.
Both officers arrived at the crash site. While reaching for a secondary weapon, Officer Dillon's body camera fell off inside his vehicle. However, Officer Hunter's body cam remained intact.
We have the vehicle. It's right by DQ.
Drop the gun!
We'll just send us MEMS.
At this point, they noticed Mr. Smith suffering from a gunshot wound to the leg.
Get out of the car!
Mr. Smith is pulled from the car, and the officers begin the process of rendering first aid in an attempt to save his life.
He's right here. Stop. Just take.
Give me some light.
Go turn that siren off.
It's in his leg.
Thanks to a tourniquet, the blood flow was slowed until EMS arrived.
Hey, I think my gun is. My pistol's over there. Secure that. Hey man, look at me. You hit anywhere else?
Officers continue to check Mr. Smith's body for any other possible
Let's roll him over.
injuries.
Here's me. Get cuffed. He's injured.
Okay.
All right, hey,
I'm rolling back over.
come with me. You come.
Gotcha.
They got him. They got him.
Somebody tell her she's secure. Rolling back. Just pull him on the side.
The officers involved were Officer Coleman Dillon, who was hired in 2019, and Officer Caitlin Hunter, who was hired in 2018. I commend both officers for the rendering of first aid in an attempt to save Mr. Smith's life. Mr. Smith was released from the hospital a few days later and charged with criminal attempt to commit capital murder, felony fleeing, battery second, and unauthorized use of a vehicle misdemeanor. As for the officers, a criminal and internal investigation began immediately. When the criminal investigation is complete, the file then goes to the prosecuting attorney for review. As for the internal investigation, we will determine if the officers acted within policy. I want to say thank you for watching this video in order to get a better understanding about this incident.